Today is the 19th Sunday of the year, the ordinary time of the church. Our theme this Sunday is living in the security of God's saving power and benevolence. Insecurity and the experiences of distress, disappointments and anxiety, frustration, the fears of the unknown, uncertainties are clear expressions of man's vulnerability and fragility of the human condition. This is well known to the Nigerian man in the midst of all the personal, social, professional, family, economic, and psychological distresses are the order of the day. These insecurities and disappointments have many times driven many to the border of despair, others to depression, others to heart attack and heartaches of all sorts. One can ask, what must man do in the midst of all these crisis situations? And also we can ask as believers, what does God do or can do to restore man's sanity and peace? The readings of today addresses these issues, what man must do and what God does. The disciples we had seen, tossed about by the wind, and in total disarray. Here comes Christ, walking at the sea. And the disciples thought it was a ghost. Yes, many a time, in our fright, in our anger, in our disappointments, we misunderstand even God's interventions in our life. Because there's nothing that is terrible than living in fear, which denies us the comfort of God's presence. Christ reassured them, identified himself, and asked them not to be afraid, because help is at hand. Disciples thought it was a ghost. Many a time, that's what fear does. It makes some people misinterpret and put us into delusive experiences. Fear renders us powerless. Christ identified himself. Peter was excited to hear the voice of the Master, especially in the moment of distress. And he wanted to come to him, asking him to bid him to come over. It's not the expression of doubt, but the excitement of a disciple who wanted to be close to his Master. Because closeness to God is our comfort. Closeness to God is our peace. Closeness to Christ restores us. Peter was courageous hearing the voice of the Master, which will be assuring. He stepped out of his comfort zone and took a step, focused on Christ. The journey was smooth. But as he started to gaze in the roaring sea, he got afraid once more and was sinking. Thank God he was about to cry out for help, and Christ caught him. My brothers and sisters, the goodness of God always near and wait to save his faithful people. The powerfulness of God is able to overwhelm, to control all situations. Christ is able to stand on the sea because of his sovereign power as God. And this sovereign power of God is with what he always calls to us in all our problems. This experience of Peter and the disciples is reassuring to us. It helps us to have our faith in Christ always, in spite of all our problems, because always with Christ and with God, solution is near. It helps us to be courageous in our problems, not to despair. Faith, the journey of Peter, to Christ is the journey of faith. It may not be always smooth, because faith makes us strong, but it's still human faith with its weaknesses. But Christ is able to use our little faith to achieve great maximum effect in our lives. Let us continue our movement to Christ in all our crises, because He's the answer. He never faces loving ones. Peter cried out, Lord, save me. Yes, we must not show our faith with prayer. Because prayer strengthens faith. And whereas faith makes us strong, but we also remember that a man of faith is also a man of prayer. As we continue in our human experiences, in all our disappointments, let us always call on Christ, our Savior. Let us bring our problems to Him and not take refuge in false solutions, ideologies, human fabrications. At times, people have taken to drugs as a solution. These complicate our problems. The powerfulness and the influence of God reassures us. And as St. Augustine said, our heart will remain restless to rest in you, Lord. And as the psalmist of today will tell us, taste and see that the Lord is good. This poor man cries, and the Lord answered him. We are all poor. The Lord answers us if we come to Him in faith and trust.